What's up guys and welcome back to some Decimation. We're in Bukovka EU, by the way. So here's the thing, if you have a question about Decimation, this is probably the video that's going to answer all of those questions for you. So if you come to this channel, chances are you came here through Decimation. And chances are you saw some random Decimation video that I've done. And because you had a question, you asked it, even though that question was probably already answered in another video that you didn't watch. So what I thought was, I'm going to make a video where I answer all of those questions so that people don't repeat themselves with all those questions. And then every time someone has a question, I can just direct them to this video and you'll have your question answered. So it's going to be a bit of a different video. It's not going to be exactly playing the game per se or anything. Maybe I'll play a little bit after I'm done, or maybe not because I'm rich and I don't want to lose my money. But yeah, here are the questions. So one of the questions that I get a lot is probably the one that I get the most lately, is how do you get golden caps? Okay, so you see on the top right I have golden bottle caps 1, which in case you didn't know, there's a trader, not on this particular spawn but on the main spawn, that will trade golden caps for the best gear in the game, aka the minigun and the juggernaut gear and gliders, you name it. So to get golden caps, you kill zombies. Any zombie works. It's the same exact chance to get the golden caps for any zombie, so you don't get more if you kill one of the big ones. It's just kill a lot of them. And when I say a lot of them, I mean a lot of them. Like, there's a chance you might kill 5,000 and still not get a golden cap. That really depends on your luck. But that was the first question. Okay, so the next question is, how do you change your humanity? So you see right there, my humanity is Hero 3, alright? So this is how it works. Every player you kill, your humanity goes down a rank by 1. So if you're Hero 5, which is the maximum good ranking, and you kill 5 people, you go to neutral. 1 more person and you're a bandit now. And so if you're a bandit for some reason and you don't want to be a bandit, like say for example you join the clan that was bandit, because if the clan is bandit, then everyone in the clan is a bandit as well. That's how it works. Makes sense, doesn't it? If you join a clan full of bandits, you're a bandit yourself. So to raise your humanity back up, you kill zombies. However, unlike players, killing zombies won't give you 1 rank per zombie that you kill. You have to kill a couple of zombies to get each rank. I don't know exactly the amount, but it doesn't take long. Don't worry about that. So my idea, well, advice to you guys is, if you're a bandit, because if you're a bandit you cannot access certain NPCs. Same way, if I'm a hero, there are certain NPCs that I cannot access. So my idea is, you go to a spawn like this, you go into the fence, still being inside the spawn, you see the zombies that are outside and you snipe them. That would be helpful if I could actually, thanks me. Hopefully I would get some humanity to show you guys. I'm pretty sure I've already done this in a video, but whatever. And there you go, humanity 4. Did you see? Obviously it's not a matter of, oh, you kill 3 zombies and you go up, because I don't know how many zombies I've killed since I've been in Hero 3. So, what are the perks, you might be asking? What are the perks of being hero or being a bandit? Okay, so, to give you the quickest explanation possible, you see this guy for example. So this is just a normal ammunition trader. There's this guy, there's a guy that sells light weapons like pistols and stuff like that. And there's also the guy that sells the heavy weapons, which I've shown you guys before. None of those guys you can access if you happen to be a bandit. You can also not store your items. You cannot go to this guy. None of the guys in the spawn, none of them will trade with you, ever, if you are a bandit. I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure this guy, I thought you had to be a thing to, maybe I'm wrong. Okay, so what are the NPC? So then you might be thinking, okay, then what's the point of being a bandit if it's so shit, right? Okay, the point of being a bandit is you can trade with the black market dealer. I've shown that guy in a video before. You cannot trade, before you could trade with him no matter what your humanity was, but now you need to be a bandit to trade with the black market dealer. Makes sense. You can also, even though you can make drugs in the game, in any humanity rank, you can only sell it to the drug dealer if you happen to be a bandit. You don't need to be a bandit 5, bandit 1 is enough, so probably the best advice is to turn yourself into bandit 1 to be able to sell the drugs and then immediately go back to hero so that you can sell your stuff. So that's the humanity explained for all of you guys. Hopefully you guys understand. Okay, another question that a lot of you guys had was about supply drops, like what they are. Okay, so there's the normal supply drops. I don't know if there's any. Okay, damn, bro. So here's how it works. I don't know if there's one here. Okay, a supply crate will drop in 5 minutes. So every 10 minutes in the game, every 10 minutes, a supply drop crate will fall down, and it will tell you the coordinates. You can follow those coordinates. Obviously, you're probably not going to be the only one following those coordinates, so keep that in mind. People might kill you. Some people also get to the box only to kill the players that come to it, not actually to get the box. So what do you get in the box? All of the things that you can buy with the golden bottle caps, you can also get in the box. The chance is basically impossible, but it is possible. Okay, so for example, I am currently at this coordinates. People have asked the coordinates of this. Now you have the coordinates as well, if you need it. So that is what supply drops are. However, if you happen to be looting military boxes or those gray boxes, the loot boxes or whatever they are called, there's a chance you might drop something that I have been gathering for a video, which is the supply drop radio. So what that does is it gives you one of those supply drop boxes in the location that you're in. However, be careful where you spawn it. Like for example, if you were to spawn it on top of chairs or rails or things like that, once the box drops, it will despawn. So drop it on a flat normal block and you'll be fine. Also make sure to drop it on a place where players wouldn't be. Grass is okay, you can spawn it on grass, it won't bother it much. Oh hey zombie, how are you doing, bro? There you go. You're annoying. Okay, another question that people have, and this is probably the one that I've seen the most, not recently, but that I've seen the most, is what is the location of this, and that? Okay, so I'm going to give you on screen right now a map of Bukovka with all of the NPCs, where they are, and blah 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 blah. Okay, so as you can see right there, in Bukovka, as far as I know, there's 2 scrap traders. There's one in Kilimovets and there's another one in Nico's farm, so you can find them there. On the way to Nico's farm, in that bridge that you can see, you can also find a heavy weapons trader, and there is another heavy weapons trader in South Birovikov. So there's the 2 places that you can find them. I know for a fact that there is a heavy weapons trader in the bunker beneath the airfield. However, I do not advise you to go there. It's usually filled with people. People camp there a lot. It's very easy to get killed and lost. So I would advise you to use any of the other 2 options. So there you have it. There's your coordinates for everything you may need or want. Another thing people have asked: clans. How do they work? What do I do with them? What's the purpose? Okay, so if I go here right now, I already have a clan, but if you want to, you can go here and you do /clan create. And you need to have, I'm pretty sure, you need to have 1000 bottle caps, which you can get by selling guns. Selling scrap to the scrap trader, you know. Scrap trader usually the ones you find in the, you know, computers, blah blah blah. So this is my advice. Do not get things that sell for too little. Like for example, the capacitors, like the little colored beads, like red and blue and green or whatever. They sell for 50. You get a lot, but they sell for 50. They are not very nice, and they clog up your inventory a lot, as opposed to this one, which is also very common. and gives you 300, alright? So that's the one you probably want to get the most, alright? That's just a tip for you guys. Cigarettes sell for 100, and you especially need to be wary of pen drives, fixed video card drives, and is it RAMs or processors? I'm not sure, but they all sell for a lot. Actually, I can show you guys really quickly exactly what I meant. I think it's this backpack. Hold on. Okay, you see here? These are the 3 most valuable items in the game in terms of scrap. Okay, so the pen drives will sell for 500, the computer SSDs will sell for 1,000, and this one will sell for 2,500 each. Okay, so if you guys need money, get those, and I would say like keep them around with you, right? Keep them around on your backpack like I'm doing now, and then sell them if you either have a friend with you that can accompany you there, or if there's very few people on the server at the time you're playing. That's my advice to you, otherwise you might risk losing a lot of money in those bags, because remember, you have to go back to spawn, and if you don't have a friend that has a rank to spawn you to him, then you're probably fucked, aren't you? So /clan create, that's the first one. Then you can do /clan info. It will tell you everything you need to know about your clan, your allies, your enemies, all your turfs, everything, the money that you have. And how do you make money? Well, you go to a region and you do /clan claim. And so once you do that, the turf that you're on will be yours. You can see if I click O, all those things disappear. If that's not on your screen when you click O, if that's not on your screen, when you reach a different place, I'm pretty sure it doesn't actually tell you, like, I'm gonna leave the safe zone. Didn't say shit, right? Now if I have this and I leave the safe zone, it will now say, now you're in the wilderness, right? Usually also does that dun-dun sound to really tell you that you're there. So that's how you know which turf you are and who owns that turf in that specific moment. So when you do clan turf every so often, I don't know exactly how long it is, maybe it's 5-10 minutes, I don't know. You will get 20 caps for each turf that you own at the moment that that thing happened. Now, obviously, that money, as you can see there, goes right into your clan, okay? As I showed before, your money goes to your clan, not to you. And then you can do /clan withdraw and take the money back. Obviously, if you're just a clan member, you're not going to have the authority enough to take away the money. I'm not sure if co-leaders can do it or if only the leader can do it. But if there's people that can do it, it's probably the leader and maybe the co-leader. So that's a good way of, if you want to play solo and you want to create your own clan, you claim your own turfs, and then, you know, you can get that money safe over there, and then once you have enough for whatever you want to buy, you just buy it. Another thing that people have asked, how did I get steak? That's a good answer. That's a good question. So there are 2 things you should keep in mind, that I've seen people do that a lot. I have done that a lot as well. These are 3 key survival tips that might help you make it a lot longer in Decimation than you do. The first tip is never have your backpack on you, okay? So if you have your backpack on you, this is what will happen. And here's why that's a problem. The sound that you're hearing right now, you're not the fucking only one hearing it. Everyone in the vicinity will hear you opening and closing your backpack. And you can find a lot of players like that. Be very careful. Never have your backpack. Only put it on when you're putting things on it. When you're just here, it's always good that you can switch your guns and ammos and blah 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 without making a sound, alright? The other tip is always keep your cans, because what I see a lot of people doing is they eat the food, they drop the can. They go out their way, they eat the food, they drop their can. What you just did was leave a trail of cans to the location you're at right now. So I can just, and I've done that before, I can just follow the goddamn cans and find you, and while I know where you are, you have no idea where I am. So I'll kill you. and that's a problem. Obviously you don't want that doing. So what do? You can either keep your cans on you and then throw them out once you're at spawn, or, because you can't sell the cans, right? But what you can do, however, is you can fill these cans with water over here, right? After you fill the cans with water, you can go to the guy that sells food, and he will buy each of these cans for 2 caps. So for every stack that of cans that you have here, you're just going to get a lot of money. Like, it sounds dumb, it sounds stupid, but it's money that you're getting, and it's also a way to mask your presence when you're in towns. So please do not do that ever. Never, ever, 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 ever leave a trail of cans to wherever you're going. Big, huge mistake. Okay, see right here? Just spam it, just sell it. You can use the money that you sell cans for to buy your own food, then you don't have to waste the money that you got in other places to buy food. You can just use money leftover. It's basically a discount for your food. Take it as that. You're getting a discount for the food that you just bought from the dude. And now your inventory is clean and you didn't leave jack shit. Okay, so now, moving on to the third one. You see this guy, the convenience trader, right? He sells everything you need to make drugs and to use the vehicles and blah blah blah. But he also sells this. God damn it, don't drop that. Okay, so he also... Why didn't I get it? What? Why is it not in my inventory? What the hell? Well, now that's curious. Where the fuck's my... Oh, I think I accidentally used it. Okay, that goes to the point that I wanted to make. Just buy that shit. Okay, so this is the campfire, okay? So with the campfire you can grill your foods. So if you happen to see animals and you kill them, you can grill their meats, right? As you can see right here. So boar, buck, and then I have steak. So to make steak, you just grill the infected flesh. Easy, right? There's a catch though. 2 actually. So first of all, you cannot place a campfire on the spawn. As soon as you place a campfire on the spawn, it doesn't even appear, you just lose it. So don't do that. So you need to put your campfire outside. It lasts for a bajillion of years. I don't know how long it lasts, but when I say lasts for a bajillion years, I mean a bajillion years. So you see here, guys, I'm going to place the fireplace over here. Okay, so you see, now I have a fireplace, right? And I have this zombie flesh. So here's a tip for you. You know when the game bugs sometimes? I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but keep that in mind. If you're holding this, or any food or anything like that, and you open a container, chances are while it's opening the container, it still thinks like you'd right-click that, and it uses it. So for example, if I were to, with an empty hand, pick up this zombie flesh, I would eat it and get infected, and that's not good. And this is the same applies to the fireplace. So you can grill the zombie flesh, but if you keep your finger pressed to just cook it quickly, you're going to end up eating the zombie flesh. And if you don't have a cure syringe, you're absolutely screwed. So what you should do is you click it one at a time. Just keep clicking it. That's what you do. And now you have steak. And to remove the fireplace, you just right-click it. And shift right-click disposes. That's how you remove the fireplace, and that's how you use the fireplace properly. Don't use it inside or too close to the safe zone. Don't right-click zombie flesh to cook on it quickly. Just use it properly. I'm pretty sure if you're talking about the this meat, it's perfectly okay to just right-click and leave your finger, and it just cooks normally. But other than that, avoid right-clicking zombie flesh constantly, otherwise you might regret it. So those are all the tips that I probably have for you. Keep in mind that obviously I might have missed some questions. If I did, however, I would like you guys to tell me, and I can make a follow-up video to this. Other small tips that I have is pay very close importance to what armor you're using. So armor in this game doesn't really protect you a whole lot. Having armor and no armor is basically the same, unless it's Juggernaut armor. But what I would advise you is, if you're playing in Bukovka, always aim to get the forest green, or use the black one, because you can easily go undercover with the black one, especially if it's nighttime. And if you're playing New York, try to go for the urban, because you're gray and you can kind of blend in with the buildings, which are all basically gray. trust me, give importance to that. Also, as soon as you hear shots, whether it's from players or not, hide. Click Z, whatever you want to call it, and hide. My advice, hide in grass, because as you can see, you cannot break grass, and neither can you shoot it. So if people shoot you through the grass, they cannot actually hit you. And the same way, you cannot hit them either, you see? My red dot is on the grass. Like, if I were to shoot, I shoot the grass, I wouldn't shoot the one above it. So what you do is, you go to the grass, then you leave really quickly to shoot, you go back to the grass. Really quickly to shoot, go back to the grass. It's kind of like your protection, kind of as if you had a shield. So those are all my tips for all of you Decimation players, all of you new players that have been coming to the game and that need some guidance, need some advice. Some of the things that I've learned by myself or through friends while playing Decimation, and that helped me a lot, and that I wish I knew before I was playing the game. Also, don't carry too many backpacks like I have now. Usually try to carry the bigger ones. That's another tip for you. Just saying. So yeah, those were the tips, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it was helpful to you guys. Hopefully it answered the questions that you have. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Give it a like, subscribe, and share it with a friend. It really, really helps me out a lot. And comment on what you'd like to see next. Goodbye, guys.